Welcome back to the Couch Potato Podcast. I'm Tabor.
I'm Hannah.
And we have a lot to talk about today. First off, this episode's a little late, only because I was on vacation and we just ran out of time before I went to film it. So sorry for that. But other than that, we'll just go ahead and jump right in. Ready?
So, while we were gone, a lot has happened. And I want to talk about Jeffree Star going on TikTok Live every single night.
For real.
He said he's doing a 24-hour stream tonight.
24 hours?
24 hours.
I don't think that's allowed. Didn't that one girl, she got banned from TikTok for going on live while she slept.
No, he's not trying to sleep on it.
He's going to be awake
He's going to be awake for 24 hours. And he's been going live with a lot of people like Eugenia Cooney, Rich Lux, some washed up TikTokers, Marcus, and they're twins. I can't remember. But I've been watching them.
I don't really keep up. I don't watch their lives. I watch like Jeffree Star's stories and his TikTok. But I can't sit there for an hour looking at a TikTok live.
I was on Eugenia Cooney's live last night, and people kept saying she looked pregnant. Like, messing with her, right?
Oh.
And, she's like, guys, I don't look pregnant. And then she was also live with her mom, and then her mom's like, yeah, Eugenia's really healthy, and she takes good care of herself. It seems like a Gypsy Rose Blanchard type of situation to me. Allegedly, in my opinion. Anyway. What?
With Eugene Cole, I can't
Cooney.
ever pronounce her last name.
Cooney.
She just, I don't know. I feel really bad for her.
I don't.
You know?
She clickbaits for views, like talking about, I'm gonna be away for a while, ... and she's going to Disney.
Oh. Well,
She's trying to make money off of her eating disorder.
Yeah, I guess so. I just, like, everyone, like, always saying about that, like, the only reason why she's able to make money off of it is because people endorse it.
Yeah, but she shouldn't be promoting that to young children.
She shouldn't be.
And she is. Her mom lies and says that she's healthy when she's clearly not. She's literally deteriorating. She literally said she wanted to die before her mom, so her mom because her mom deserves to live more than she does.
That's,
she said that on her live.
That's scary.
She clearly needs mental health help and everything else, but she's just profiting off of her eating disorder right now and giving young girls eating disorders, which is not okay in any way, shape, or form. So, anyway, I got on a tangent about Eugenia, but we were talking about Jeffree on live.
He got swatted.
Yeah. He got swatted.
And
by Alfalfa.
Allegedly. I mean,
Alfalfa. And if you don't know who Alfalfa is,
yeah, but
I don't care to explain it, just go look.
like, do we have like the audio like proof, or
He said he did.
Alfalfa like admitted to it?
No, he heard the 911 call.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I don't doubt it, but I like to say allegedly so that we can not get sued.
Allegedly, Alfalfa swat.
So Jeffree explains like his gifts that he gets on his lives go to charity, like 100%, like every cent, which I hope is true.
Did he say what charity?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think he just said charity. He probably is going to do like a different charity every
I feel like he should at least provide receipts, like Colleen should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's learned after Colleen, you don't have to show.
Okay, we're not talking about Colleen right now, but I do have to mention this because I just thought about it. It's so funny to me. Her last show, like a couple days ago, she was selling tickets for $3 that were normally $200.
Did you also see, like, I saw on, I think it was like TikTok or
the clip of her?
Instagram, she was making jokes about this whole situation.
Yeah.
So she's going, it was Twitter, because
Yeah, I saw it. She was like,
who are you? She had her husband be like, yeah, I'm married to the best woman on the planet or on Earth, and she goes, oh, I've heard different, and like starts laughing about it.
Oh, I've not seen that one. But I did see one where she was like, we have a lot to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about any of it. I saw that. But.
So like she's mocking them. So that's her way of publicly talking about it, is that her show is not even in the public.
Well, they're not supposed to have their phones at her shows anymore to film, so she doesn't think it'll get out, but it will, obviously.
Everything gets out. Whatever's done in the dark always comes to light.
Exactly. Also, don't mind my daughter. She's
And then,
rowdy.
So yeah, that's just messed up.
Yeah.
JoJo
Siwa.
She, sorry, I gotta fix our notes.
Right there.
JoJo Siwa. So she was, as you've seen, she's been hanging out with Shane Dawson and James Charles. She's getting some hate for it because she's friends with Colleen, she's friends with Shane, friends with James, and they're all alleged, have a history of having allegations against them for being rumors or...
And bestiality and anything else that you could accuse them of.
Yeah. Which, well, I think it's weird, especially with Colleen making her watch when she was like, what, 14, 15 years old, watching the birth of, making Joe watch.
Yeah, making JoJo watch the birth of Colleen's baby.
Yeah. That's kind of
That's
weird.
yucky.
Yeah. And then with Shane and James, did you see James, like, you know, he's coming out with Painted, his makeup brand.
Mm-hmm.
He had JoJo and...
I haven't seen... Oh, wait, I did see the ad with
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah. That was...
I feel like he kind of painted JoJo out to be like a bad character in that.
I feel so too.
Like, she's 20
But I
years
mean,
old now,
yeah.
and he made her seem like really childish. I didn't like that.
I have kind of mixed feelings on it because I get it. Like, that's like having JoJo and Abby like that. It's just kind of like that's what they're known for. And like JoJo is known for being childish. Now I'm not saying she is in real life. Like clearly she's mature and a smart businesswoman.
Yeah, but that
Look at
was when
everything
she
she has.
was like 16 years old. She was a little childish, but she's 20 now. I feel like James could have profited on her more recent traits, you know, instead of being like, you're childish and bad. Like,
That's true.
I didn't like that personally.
I wouldn't say it's the best, but
What?
I think the first time. Alright. And then I can't ever pronounce, I suck at pronunciation. Olivia Rodrigo is supposed to have a new single coming out.
I think it comes out today.
Vampire. It comes out today?
I think so.
Oh.
Either today or tomorrow.
I don't know why, but I feel like the name, it's gonna sound kind of like the song Betrayed Me or whatever.
I was thinking that too. And it's still the purple vibes.
Purple what?
Purple vibes?
Oh.
Like the color?
Well, I mean, she's probably gonna stick to her first album for a while because of how good it did. I mean, can you blame her? That's just smart.
Yeah.
And then Kourtney Kardashian, she's pregnant.
And it's a boy!
Yeah. And she announced it because, you know, she had those IVFs, and then, believe it or not, the Kardashians are kind of religious.
Yeah.
So she said on her show that she's done with IVF, she's gonna leave it to God, and if she has a baby or not, it's fine either way. Now she's pregnant. She just announced it's a boy. I loved how they announced it too because he's a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my flashlight's on.
Don't mind the baby, it's hers. And we'll stay calm, so we have to do the best we can. Speaking of the Kardashians, though, a lot of people have been hating on the new show because the trailers had it set to be all this drama and everything, which I think they're holding off on like the big fight till the end. That way they keep interest for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
But like we're on episode 5. Episode 6 comes out in a couple days, and we're still talking about the fashion show drama, and there's been no real big fight. I'm ready to see the fight, but also with them in the show, Kendall just had a recent interview, which she does the same exact interview 1 or twice a year, sometimes more, I think, where she's always trying to say how she's not a nepo baby. I heard a lot of people calling it.
What's that?
I think it's when like you're like a child of like and you get born into like money and fame. I think I could be 100% wrong.
I'm gonna Google it because I've never heard that term.
I just heard everything I
it?
saw on it. I think it's NPO, nepo baby. Everything that I seen on it, everyone was calling her a nepo baby.
I wish I was a nepo baby.
Me too. But she's always trying to say that she's not involved with her family, like business wise.
Nepo
and that she's
baby
her own family.
is a term referring to the children of celebrities who have succeeded in careers, usually the same or adjacent career to their celebrity parents.
So she might not be.
She's a nepo baby.
Yeah. Even though she was born after the fame, like started.
That's what it's saying.
Yeah. And then
Why is there so much blue on there?
I don't know. But then of course she wants to say that she's not that and that she's her own person and that
She's definitely a nepo
that's
baby.
why
though.
she doesn't have the use her last name so much. She just goes by Kendall. But I mean, nobody else.
I think Kendall's jealous of Kylie.
She could be. But I mean, she tried to explain about working herself like to get where she's at. Her first photo shoot was the Vogue cover of Australia.
Yeah, that's not for anybody else. I couldn't walk to Vogue and be like, hey, put me on your cover. I've never modeled before in my entire life. And he'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
No, it's not. And
She's
then,
very privileged.
She is. But I like the Kardashians, so like, but I'm not afraid of like say when they're in the wrong. Oh, did you hear about the Mandela effect?
What Mandela effect?
Ariana Grande, her Thinking Next video was the car, like in the Legally Blonde scene, black or pink?
It was pink.
No. It was actually black. I was shook by this. I had no clue. What? You're gonna Google it? If you look at the video, you'll be able to see. It's a black car. She's wearing all pink, I think. And like her little dog is wearing all pink.
You know why we think that?
Why?
Because in the real movie.
No, the real movie, it's a black car.
No, in the real movie, it's pink.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So Adam and Colleen. It's actually called Traumageddon. Last time we were calling it Dramageddon, but we got corrected.
Traumageddon.
Yeah. And there's a lot of new stuff that came out.
Actually, let me check Twitter. Pause.
Yeah.
Because Adam said he got a whole bunch of screenshots last night and stuff. So
While you look that up, I'm gonna continue.
Alright.
Did you hear about Laura Lee and Manny MUA? They are getting canceled right now because they released a podcast talking about this.
They also deleted it.
Yeah, they did. And they didn't do any research. See, this is proof we do our research. Learn, Laura and Manny.
No, it's for a pillow. So when she lays down, she has a pillow. Like this. See?
She did that on her show. Like, in the live audience.
It's meet and greet time. It's meet and greet. It's meet and greet time. No, it's for a pillow. So when she lays...
Okay.
So, we're watching some stuff about it. I get why they didn't post... I know why. I get why they probably didn't do all the research that they should have. They probably were about to start filming.
They
saw
probably
all this
don't
stuff.
care.
Well, of course. I mean, at the end of the day...
Hold on, wait, I haven't seen this.
Are you married?
This is what I was telling you about. See? I can't believe her. Don't judge me for smiling or laughing. I laugh and smile at every emotion. It's just
That's
something I can't
terrible.
do. And like that's just shocking.
So in the video, she's saying
I can't believe her.
she's asking her husband, "Are you married?" He says, "Yes, I'm married to the most beautiful or the amazing person on the planet." And she's like, "That's not what I heard."
And starts laughing.
And that is not funny.
Yeah, it's not. And then she's
She's
doing like
making fun of it.
yeah, she doesn't care. She's made her bag. She is set for the rest of her life and she knows it. Why not enjoy this last tour
I wouldn't
and
say
make
all that.
the joke? You don't think she's set for the rest of her life?
Nah.
I think she is. She's been downgrading her home. She's just sold her house for millions. You know that. That sold for millions. It was a beautiful home. She has done these Miranda tours for years. She's had to have made at least a couple $100 million off of these
I'm
Miranda
gonna see
shows.
what her net worth is right now.
So she's downgraded her home to live a more simple life.
Probably because she's going broke. $5 million.
Okay, maybe not. I can't believe her net worth is only $5 million.
I don't know, wait.
But you got to remember, her husband's also an actor, so he
It
can
says her net worth is around 4.3 million.
But her husband's also an actor, and he's gonna still get jobs and everything, most likely.
I guess in the show she was talking about like every person that was coming out against her in different bits, so that's not funny
No, it's
at
not.
all. Makes me hate her more, to be honest.
It just shows what type of person she is.
She thinks it's all so funny. It's not funny. I'm reading stuff right now.
And then, of course, Jeffree Star, he sticks his nose in everybody's drama.
Everybody's.
Even after he says, I'm done with all that, next drama that pops up, he's right there.
Giving his side.
Which, I mean, you can't blame him. That's how he stays relevant. If he quit doing all that...
Even though it's probably not even his side, he's just agreeing with.
Yeah. Jeffree Star, he could easily lose all his fame. And he knows it. If he didn't stick his nose in everybody else's drama,
He wouldn't have any.
everyone would forget him.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, speaking of him, did you see, I think it's the 14th of next month, his store in Whisper, whatever it is, the town he lives in Wyoming now? Whisper, Wyoming? Casper.
His yak meat.
His yak meat makeup store. He shows, it's like a museum too. It shows like all his like expensive cars and his like
If that
sets.
doesn't say conceited, I don't know what does.
Yeah, his sets from the like his makeup launches. So
We have to
He's
take a
opening
trip
up.
there for the podcast.
we do. That'd be
Strictly
so fun.
for the podcast.
I also really want to try that yak jerky.
I do too.
That just sounds so good to me.
Should we order some and try it on the podcast?
We could.
How much is it?
I think it's like $10 for like an ounce or something like that, or a couple, or like 3 ounces.
What if we
It's
like
expensive.
It? We're gonna have a lot.
Well, if we ordered 2 packs, because like I'm not gonna try anything unless besides I think he has a teriyaki and the original. Like those are the only 2 I'm gonna try. I don't. That's the only type of jerky I do
Yeah,
anyway.
same. Or spicy.
So I don't do spicy. Well, anyway, so we're kind of done talking about Colleen until like somebody makes another statement.
Yeah. Hopefully her or Trisha.
Yeah, I care more about what
Over
Trisha
to
has
Mad
to
Hatter.
say. I'm not even that big of a Trisha fan anymore, but I care more about what Trisha has to say than what Colleen at this point. With her doing that on her show, she's already proven what she thinks.
Yeah, that was kind of telling us without telling us.
Yeah. Why are you taking it off in the middle of filming?
I don't like it. Continue.
And then, of course, we have Miley Cyrus rumored to do the next Super Bowl halftime show. It's supposed to be in Nevada.
So exciting.
Which, I mean,
I want to go so bad.
Miley would be a good, like, halftime show, I think. They've had some pretty crappy ones the last couple of years. Mine is
Rihanna was great.
Rihanna was great. You didn't let me finish. But, like, I think The Weeknd would have been really good if it hadn't been for COVID. I hated the way they did that setup.
Yeah. That was weird.
Like, his music fits Super Bowl halftime shows so well.
Yeah.
It is just because of COVID, there was no one there. There and just like the going inside and out, it felt more like
A music video?
a music video or like going on like Jimmy Kimmel or something like a live
Yes.
show, not a halftime show. But in my opinion, Katy Perry has had the best halftime show.
That was so long ago.
I loved the tiger and everything like that. To me, it set the bar for halftime shows so high, and I think the closest one to get there that I've seen or remember is Rihanna.
Yeah, I
like
really
the-
liked Rihanna's, and then she like rubbed her belly because she was pregnant.
Or Lady Gaga. That was a really good one too, where she was like she flew down.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember Lady Gaga's? To me, that was iconic. And then, so we've all been obsessed over the submarine.
Not me.
You haven't been?
I don't care. They're dead.
Can you get off your phone? So we can film? But yeah, they passed away. But like, I want to know what the Navy was hiding. I want to know, because why would they not say,
They heard an implosion.
right? Like, that's just wrong for like even the families. Like, forget the public. We don't really need to know what happened to those billionaires. We're not related to them.
We don't really care.
Most of us don't even care. But I think it's because it's just such a good story. They knew they were going to sell. They knew they were going to get
rapper
views.
thing.
They were going to get views and everything like that. So I think that's why they did it. But the Navy could have at least made a statement.
And not lied.
Exactly. But then again, I mean, I've heard multiple different reasons why. Like, one reason was they probably had to investigate to make sure, because that's...
Did you see that the Snapchat AI said that they all died before they announced it? They said, "Oh, sorry." I don't know anything about that.
No, I enjoyed the Snapchat AI for a week, and then I got bored of it.
Someone asked him about the Titan, and he was like, "Yeah, they all died." And then he's like, and the dude was like, "No, they didn't. They're still looking for it." And then he sends an article that says they all died, but then when you click on the article, it took under nothing. It'd be like error not found. And then he asked him again. He's like, "Are you sure this happened?" He's like, "Oh, my mistake. Yes, the Titan. It has not been found."
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it was super weird.
Yeah. So they knew they were just pushing
They knew.
this other story. I hope they at least told the
We'll do
families.
this.
I hope they at least told the families about it, because
No, because that
that's-
kid was at the Blink-182 concert.
he still could have known. He could have been like, "Oh, well, this might cheer me up."
Yeah, my dad's dead. Whoops. Rip. Rip.
But who I really feel bad for though is that 19-year-old boy. He was
Well,
his
he's dead.
dad.
You should
Pretty
feel
sure.
bad for him.
What?
He's dead, though. You should feel bad. Because it was Father's Day.
Yeah, and his dad really wanted him to go with him. So that's always sad.
That was really
And
sad.
then, but yeah. You'll never catch me on a submarine.
I'll go.
I'll never go on a submarine.
I
I'll
don't
never go
care.
to space.
Because if I blow up, or if I implode, it'll be so quick I won't even know what happened, so. You either live or you implode, so.
Or you could be stuck at the bottom of the ocean and run out of air.
I just opened the door to make myself implode. Honestly.
They couldn't open the door. They were literally drilled from the outside in. Hannah.
Did you see that, this is so funny to me and so unsafe. I couldn't believe people actually got on the submarine. Or submersive. They had the computer monitor to see where they were going drilled in to the side of the carbon fiber cabin. Like,
They apparently with testing and all, the material they used, it was the material to use. It's just it breaks down over time. So they just did one too many trips in that submarine.
well,
They
carbon
should've-
fiber is very expensive,
Yeah.
very lightweight, but it does crack under pressure.
Yeah, you have to literally destroy the whole submarine and rebuild it
Yeah.
after every at least 20 times of use. Because this was like the 27th. So who knows like if you did the same situation with the same materials, how many times that would work too.
I'd probably replace it after like every 5. Because they did get paid $250,000 per passenger, and there were 3 passengers.
It was 5.
Well, the 2 people were the pilots.
I thought it was 1 pilot and 4 crew. Or 4, not crew.
It was 2 crew, 3 passengers. So that's 250 times 3. So
So that's
that's
$750,000.
Yes. No.
Yeah, 750,000.
Yes. So they could literally buy a new submarine like every 5 clicks and still be profitable.
That's true. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Oh,
the
wait a minute!
wait.
Wait a minute! Did you see they already the Ocean Gate already has a hiring ad up
for a
for
new
the next
CEO.
pilot, the next CEO?
That's so insensitive.
Like
But
the
I get
next day.
Yeah, but they have to keep their business going. You can't go a week mourning the CEO and still not have a new CEO.
Yeah, but at least give it some time. You know? At least give it some time, you know?
See, I agree and disagree with that. It sounds great, give them time, but they can't. Like, you can't do that as a business.
I don't see them making any trips anytime soon, so I think they can have some time.
Don't they do other stuff besides just that, or is that the whole purpose of the company? Because I've never heard of the company until this.
Ocean Gate, I'm pretty sure they do other things. I know the Titanic was one of their main things.
Well, I don't get those. Why can't we leave the ocean alone? Like, NASA started off as ocean, and all of a sudden they switched to space trying to get away from whatever they found down there. Like, the ocean's only 5% explored. We have no clue what's down there. We try to say we do, but there could be something bigger than the megalodon down there.
There is.
Something scarier, something more deadly.
More sheep.
Makeup brush.
It's fine.
Oh, also, this has nothing to do with anything we've talked about in this podcast at all. But I have been seeing so much about these like groups of like old like people called the Nephilims. They're like the giants. If you're biblical speaking, it's like the people who came from humans and like the fallen angels, like mating.
Where did you see this?
It's all over TikTok on my For You page. But yeah, it's been all over my For You page. And some people say that they're still around. Some people say the flood took them out, or that like the asteroids took them out, and that they got petrified, and that's what our mountains. Because have you seen some of these mountains that look like people?
Yes.
Like apparently that's what they are. They're like most of them are now, if not all, are like those type of things. And like the giant trees. You know how like there's certain spots where the mountain is like huge, but it resembles like tree bark, like petrified tree bark.
I'm not sure I understand.
Me either.
I don't know. I'll have to show you some of these videos afterwards, and we'll get back onto it next week. But it just, I don't know. It's just something that keeps popping up, and it's
I'll have
so
to research
interesting
it.
to me.
I keep researching about the Titanic. for some reason.
I love the Titanic. I'll never go down and visit it. I found that disrespectful.
And
But-
it was one of the survivors, and the interviewer asked her, did the band really, or the orchestra really keep playing until the ship was completely like underwater? And she said that they really did play loud and proud until they were completely underwater. And I feel like that's really sad.
It is. I've been seeing so much about the Titanic lately too. Everyone is probably like the one victim, or not victim, survivor.
I guess
Like-
they are a victim.
She got handed a baby by this one man.
Yeah.
People are saying that he kept the baby behind to try to get in a lifeboat to save himself, but realized he couldn't, so he gave the baby to her. Because that woman had no plans on leaving that boat. She was going to make sure everyone else got on that boat, on those lifeboats.
Yeah. And that's the same lady I'm talking about. She was like, I didn't want to leave. That one.
I think so.
Did you see the one passenger? She had a mini pig on board with her.
No, I didn't.
And now the mini pig's dead, but she has it stuffed. And in the interview, she was sitting with it.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
She had no plans on leaving the boat either. And one of the dudes took her pig and threw it on the boat. He was like, well, now you gotta go. Or no, he was like, if you won't save yourself, then I'll save this little guy. And throws the pig, and she's like, well, you know how to do it. And then she jumped on the boat with her pig.
Oh, wow. I couldn't imagine, like, if I was on the Titanic and I had the opportunity to leave, I would. I have too big of a survival instinct.
It was sad because they let women and children go first. So by the time all the lifeboats were full, a lot of the men were left behind.
Well, yeah, that was like the back then, like the rule of the sea. If your boat goes down, women
You
and
go
children
down
go
with it.
first. Yeah. And if there's room at the end, then you can go as a man. But the captain, their rule of thumb,
They can't leave until
Yeah.
everybody's off the ship.
that and they're supposed to go down with the ship. I thought.
I'm pretty sure it was.
It
the
could
captain
be.
can't leave until everybody's off the ship, which is not possible. Therefore, the captain goes down with the ship.
Yeah.
Is your bottle good?
Because back then they didn't, like, I saw this one lady, I think it might have been one of the people we already talked about in the interviews. She was talking about how her mom had, like, premonitions that the boat was going to go down.
That's
So she stayed up all night
Yeah,
and
she stayed
slept
up all
day.
night, and then she got them off the ship,
Yeah.
and then the dad died. I saw that.
And then she got separated from her mom
But then they met back up on the
Yeah.
island.
the
Yeah.
next day. No, I guess you don't say something's unsinkable.
Yeah.
Whatever will prove you wrong.
They should have never advertised it as unsinkable.
Mm-mm. Did you see they have a replica now, though?
The sister ship.
No, the actual, like, I think it's either still in the process of being made or, like, just finished. And it is an exact replica of the Titanic.
I won't get on that.
See, I would get on it as long as it's not sailing nowhere. But it's supposed to, I think it's maiden voyage, it's supposed to be the same exact track the Titanic was supposed to be on.
No, thank y'all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm good.
But also, there's,
Is it as cheap as the Titanic to go on?
I don't know. But
They
it
should do that.
It does have adequate lifeboats. Has enough room for everyone on the ship to get in a lifeboat safely.
Alright, I'll go on.
Yeah, you're not gonna. If we got in the bottom of the boat where third class was, we would live.
Third class? Is
Yeah.
the bad one.
Yeah, that's the lowest class. But if I'm gonna go on that, I'm getting that first class treatment. But I don't think they have cigar lounges, only because tobacco products are viewed.
I'm
differently
gonna sit at
nowadays.
the boat with a ship and watch, make sure we ain't hitting no icebergs.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Captain, there's one ahead.
People were doing that. They had a tower, and the people, they fell asleep, but they woke up right as it was about to hit the iceberg, and they started ringing the bell like iceberg ahead.
He thought he could break it and just go straight through.
They would have made it to New York if they had gone straight through, but he panicked last second and started
Hit
turning.
it at an angle.
Yeah. But there's also a lot of theories that they knew the other ship, what is it called? Oceanic, that it was going to go down on its next voyage. So they switched out. Because if you look at the side, you know how like wherever the letters are, there's going to be like...
I saw that it looks different.
Yeah.
But it could just be the wear of the ship. And
Yeah. I mean, it's underground.
the
I saw
rust and...
a clip from the submarine
Mhm.
on one of its other voyages down.
Are
to
you
the
talking about the
Titanic.
one
where
where
it's
it's like the
breaking
tip
off.
of it?
Yeah.
Did you see where the tip of it looked spiraled, but underneath the water? But when it was sailing, it wasn't spiraled.
No.
I'll show
I'm
you
talking
that
about
after.
like lettering. Like you know how
Oh, you're
the
talking about
side-
the letters, yeah.
Yeah, where the T is, it looks like there is where the O used to be on the Oceanic.
Alright, well, I think that's all we have to talk about today.
I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week with a new episode, and you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and of course on here. And
Haley,
we
look
will-
at look at say mwah,
Mwah. There you go.
mwah.
So yeah, all that will be linked down below. You can also find us on our personal TikToks and all, if you'd like. You have to hunt those down though. Alright. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.